of all, how was your travel? How are you?
Get over here, Nick.
Hi there team, welcome back into another session. Hope everyone's having a brilliant week so far. Nice moves Monday, Tuesday, obviously from big boy Bitcoin. Yesterday, little bit of a dull day, wasn't it? So whether you're scalping that lower time frame price action or like myself, taking a little bit of time off yesterday, just waiting for the price action to develop and let price action pull back and then show me its hand and what the next move is. So we are going to have a look at that today for you. Have a look at some confluent areas in TradingView and the Trader Console and see if we can build a recipe for the next Bitcoin move. So nice move on Monday, obviously we all know about that. Hope everyone joined us and got some alpha out of the live session as well on Tuesday. Nice move up. And then yesterday, it seemed like everything was just pinned by a little bit of perpetuals pressure from the sell side, okay? ETH perps pressure, I think we rose up a little bit more on ETH, and BTC really pinned under that 110 level, okay? Few other assets, I was looking for a little bit of a pullback as the alts pulled back, to be honest. Didn't push too many buttons yesterday. It was a case of just planning and watching for those areas to come in. As we see this morning, okay, pullbacks in effect. Yeah, ETH rose up a little bit there. BTC really pinned by that perpetuals price action and now potentially come into a demand zone, okay, 106, 105. So we're going to see if we can build a recipe in this area for fresh longs, okay? Is this a pullback that we need to lean into and put some fresh risk on, okay? Or do we fail this zone and then get some more supply above price and push down, okay? So that's what we'll review today. ENA stretching that perps liquidity there. Sol is actually just following the rest of the assets. So what we'll do is, good morning, let's jump into TradingView. Bitcoin daily chart on TradingView then, guys. Really nice clean chart. We're going to keep this as simple as possible for our next potential trading levels. We can just see obviously on this daily chart here, I don't know what kind of pattern you'd call that, but that is where our perpetuals offers, okay, have pinned price just under that 110 level and we're starting to pull back now. So nice to see it, okay? So you can play this two ways really. You're either really scalping short for a couple of percent, okay, or you are long, taking a little bit of profit, waiting for that pullback and longing again. Potentially that is going to be the meat of the move. If you're scalping short, you might get a couple of percent to add to your derivatives portfolio, but I don't think that's going to be the meat of the move in a strong trending market. So levels, weekly VWAP just above us here, okay, just battling that as a bit of resistance. Daily open 108.645, monthly VWAP coming in at 106, okay, I've got some alerts just set there. And then weekly open 105.734. I think that would be nice to go and visit that as well. So couple of time frames I'm going to look at with you. Daily, I think it's pretty clear. You want to have a look at these higher time frame levels. Then let's just jump into the hourly chart. Okay, so we had our range, massive V-shaped recovery, deviation, whatever you want to call it. It looks quite unnatural, that really, doesn't it? Okay, and we've pushed up, so really nice. This is where we're finding resistance at this 1 hour order block, 110. That's where the derivatives selling and offers has come in. Pulled myself a cheeky little fib time on here, okay? So I'm hoping for a little bit of resolution today. Took a little bit of time out yesterday. I don't think there was much to be doing really, to be honest, unless I say you were scalping short this move here. Right, but for me, I think today potentially could be a good day of trading again. What I want to see is you've obviously got a little bit of a pullback area here, the golden pocket between 106 and 107. A little bit of a wide area, but we'll have a look at the order flow in the Trader Console and see what we can see in there. For me, I would be in favor for a bigger slight deviation down into that monthly VWAP there at 105.985 or into this cluster area where the weekly open is as well. So it'd be nice to get down there in the next couple of hours, you know, conclude that move in the US session, grind this area out. If we've got some volume divergences down there and the bid persists, then that's all good in the hood. If we don't get any bid down there, we need to look lower, don't we? Very nice and simple. So with that being said, let's have a look at the Trader Console.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
Trader TRDR.io console, guys. Go grab a link from below for a free trial. Jump into the Academy and the docs page for some further education and reading. So just looking at the multiverse view, as always, yes, I do have this open 24 hours a day. ETH finding a little bit of bid, but it has actually lost some depth. It did actually look better yesterday, to be honest, but it didn't quite rise up, and you can just see the offers attacked again. So a little bit of attack from offers on ETH there in that 2840 region, and then yesterday. So yeah, actually, if anyone was short in ETH yesterday into the US session, very valid. Okay, ENA, been watching that one because it does good volume. Athena, ENA, and Teo, but really stretching. So a good scalpy day trade there yesterday, once again in the US session. But then just fall into this demand zone on perps liquidity, taking all that liquidity. No strong opinion right now because it's deviated that level. You normally want those kind of levels to hold. And Sol, I think Sol is going to follow the rest of the market. It is getting some bid at this 158 level, but no strong opinion until big boy BTC finds a footing. Okay, so one thing I want to show you is I just want to go to a single window print here. Okay, so daily open's going to potentially be a little bit of resistance right now, 108.645. This is the zone I'm looking at the minute, okay? And actually just lost a little bit of bid there, so I don't know whether that's come up or moved. I've not checked the OBC there, but I thought it'd be nice if we can just get down as we're watching that top level, defend the weekly open there in that 105 region. I thought that would be a nice level to go to. Remains to be seen if we go down there. If we do, it's probably going to be sometime in the US session again. All right, guys. But one thing I want to bring your attention to is to the top side, no real, I'm just on a 2-day OBC here, just want to bring to your attention really that to the top side, the offers have been quite heavy from perps and spot market. I am just on spot market at the minute, but what are you seeing below? Okay, liquidity gaps from 102 to 104 and then 104 to 106. So first area of interest for me is obviously between 105 and 106 because we did have that strong top level there and the weekly opens there. So my first area of confluence needs to be down here. Let's have a look at what the perps market is doing as well. Perps have got quite a lot of bid here, but what you will notice, obviously just on a 15-minute time frame, is that bid depth has disappeared. Okay, so I want to see all this bid from the perps fill, okay, down into that 105 region if we can get it, and then we might have a look at putting a bit of a risk on. Okay, but that can potentially take time. Let me just go to a full window view and we'll just have a look at a couple of the other exchanges. So yeah, Coinbase Pro defending this 107. They've had that order there for a good 24 hours or so. So it more often than not, they can be on the right side of the market, but I would prefer to see a little bit of depth of book here. Open interest has come down nice and low, so that's good to see. But yeah, the perps market losing depth of book, and they've actually got a negative 20 ratio above and defending that 110 as well. So that's continued. So let's see what we get. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go live in the US session, join us there, and we'll see if we can catch a bid down here. Or are we losing all depth of book again? We get a bounce, supply attacks, and we need to look at further shorts and continuation down. Join us then. Cheers, guys.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat. That's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?
And we say bye-bye.